I'm sitting in a historic treasure of Prescott, the Pine Cone. And with me today is Tony Ebarb. Nice to be here, Tony.
Thank you.
Now, I have very good news for the folks out there. The Pine Cone is open again. We are so thrilled about this. This has been a treasured, important place for decades and decades in Prescott, Tony.
Well, thank you. It's been here since 1931 when Mr. Meek and Mr. White opened it up as a White Mink. Then they sold it to Mr. Dunbar, who owned the Palace Saloon, and he quickly, a couple of years later, sold it to the Branch family, and Mrs. Branch, when she retired, sold it to me.
Oh, so you got it directly from one of the first four owners,
Yes.
and you're still in there. Well, and again, since 1931, the Pine Cone here, it used to be called the Pine Cone Inn.
Yes.
For a good reason.
Yes, because in the basement we have a speakeasy, and there the Branches built rooms which they rented out by the hour.
Okay, very interesting. And the remnants of that is still down there. You've still got those rooms and everything in the speakeasy.
Yes, we have a wine collection we discovered down there. We also found where they made their own wine during Prohibition. They made their own wine, their own home brew, and they kept a stable so that when the sheriff raided them, they could jump on their wagons and horses and go across the street. Stagecoach Trail goes all the way to Crown King.
Amazing, amazing. Well, and that must have been fun to see that down there. Now, this is the really fun thing about the Pine Cone reopening as well. You're no longer calling it the inn because it's not an inn, it's a dining place, but it's all still there. And you'll be giving tours. People can come eat here and take a tour of the speakeasy, Tony?
Yes, we have wines we discovered to go all the way back to '58, and we're giving daily tours of the speakeasy. We've got it set up for later for probably card parties and so forth.
Sure. Okay, well, not to miss the real thing, and that is food. You have a beautiful dining situation going on here with 3 different venues for dining.
Yes, we have 3 different venues. We're sitting in the Jane Mansfield dining area, which is the largest, and her garniture is in the stone, which was carved there. We have Creekside on Granite Creek, which
with a
we built.
beautiful view of the
Thank
creek.
you. And we have also the Wishing Well side, which is where all the dancing and live music take place Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Well, and that's always been a historic part of the Pine Cone as well, is
Yes.
the music. Now, what days are you going to be open with the Pine
Thursday,
Cone?
Friday, and Saturday from 4 to 9.
Okay, what kind of dining? You know, is this casual? Is it fancy?
We call it good old comfort food. We decided to keep the menu simple because most of our customers come here to dance.
Okay.
And so they don't want a 5-course meal. And so now we've designed it where they can order an entree, get back on the dance floor, and have fun.
How fabulous. And you have a bar here too. People
We
can
have a
sit at
full
the bar. All right.
And it's a beautiful location.
Well, it definitely is. Now, I want to know more about the little Jane Mansfield room, which we are sitting in right now, because apparently there was something about Jane Mansfield died the day they were putting in the stonework or something?
Yes, they were building this room in 1967 when she was killed in a car accident. And she came here quite often because she had a home in Cave Creek. So the stonemason, being a fan of hers, asked Mr. Branch if he could carve her in stone up there. And he did.
He did, and we have a picture of that. We're going to be showing that so people can actually see what that's like, which is so fun. What kind of improvements? Now, again, it was closed for a little while, and we were so excited when we heard that you would be reopening the famous Pine Cone. Have you made any changes?
Yes, we made a lot of changes. I went before the city council, and they were so receptive to the Pine Cone reopening. But government regulations had changed, so I had to go to 14 different departments. But they were so helpful and saved me thousands of dollars in the process. But we got it all reopened, all up to code, the health code, engineering studies, all that was conducted and completed.
Wonderful.
So we made the improvements, as I mentioned. The entire Creekside dining area has been added on. And then of course, we improved the parking lot. So we've got a standalone building. Handicap parking, it's real easy, no curbs. It's easy to get in and out.
Yes, it is. And we're located on White Spar. So
Yes.
you're down here. Now I think, you know, decades ago, this was just outside of town, and it was a special event for people to come down here to the Pine Cone. And it's still a special event because now the town is sort of filled in. But you're just right down here, just what, a couple miles from downtown?
A mile and a half from downtown, and we're surrounded by Ponderosa Park, residents, Hazeley Homestead. There's a big area all surrounding us. In fact, there's such a big area has moved in since we closed and reopened that they will no longer allow me to put the lights flashing across the creek because it
yes.
shines on the homes.
Have to have mood lighting. So why did you reopen the Pine Cone?
Well, I was wandering around thinking about selling it when I came near the grand piano on the other side. The grand piano is spectacular because it had been used here and played by Claire Willie Trio, Candy Andrade, the 102-year-old Rosie Ross,
Yes.
Blaze White. These are people who've been playing here for 40, 50 years. And I got really emotional and I thought, okay, I've never ran a restaurant, but if I keep it simple, I could do this. And this was a choice for me. At my age, either I had to go into a nursing home or build this place and spend my evenings meeting people and doing what we're doing now.
Tony, we're so thrilled it's open. Again, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights?
Yes.
All right, there's music, delicious food, wonderful comfort food. Bring the whole family, come on out, dance, and listen to music once again at the wonderful Pine Cone. Tony Ebarb, thank you so much for reopening the Pine Cone.
Thank you very much.